Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Angelika's Journal. And my name is Angelika, and welcome. Hope everybody's doing well, doing what makes you happy. um, so today, I wanted to talk about arthritis, my arthritis, the one that I have. Um, my, I have. It is believed that I have two different arthritis. The one is from my psoriasis, the psoriatic arthritis. And I'm not going to talk about my psoriasis. I have a video on the on one of the playlists for that. I think it's health and wellness or something like that on that playlist. And this one will be going on that one because arthritis is the same category. But this one's going to be just on the arthritis. So I have psoriatic arthritis, and the doctor said most likely I have the rheumatoid arthritis also. Um, Psoriatic arthritis, you get the pain usually in the mornings. It's from when you sleep, the lack of movement causes you the pain when you get up, when you first wake up. And there are times when I get up, I'll sit on the edge of my bed and then I'll do this slowly twisting and then going forward and back and twist and just trying to get the my back, moving, the joints moving, because that alleviates some of the pain, not all. There are times I'm sitting, and that's why I have that glider chair and this office chair, because I need to sit in something that is, what is it, a right angle? I don't know. It's where you sit level and then your back is perpendicular. I don't know. It's not, you're not reclined, you're not forward, your back is being supported straight. That's why my glider in the living room, that's the only chair that I sit on. I do sit on the couch, and then I have my pillows and the arm of the couch that I kind of lean on. Um, but I'm constantly having to move because I'm short. Every sofa, there's been one sofa that I know of. All the others, they're too deep for me to sit comfortably. And even putting a pillow on my back, then I'm kind of leaned like this, and it just doesn't work. Um, so I need something that is made for shorter people. I'm only 5'3", so who knows? By now, maybe 5'2.5". I don't know. I'm starting to shrink, but anyways, so chairs or couches and armchairs and that are made for the average person is not comfortable for me. Anyways, what I was getting at is the psoriatic arthritis and the rheumatoid arthritis are both, what do they say? It's from the immune system. um, they're both autoimmune diseases. Autoimmune diseases? Anyways, they're both from the immune system. Um, And so I knew with my psoriasis that I have a faulty immune system. But I also, during my research, and I do have a bunch of notes here, and I'm just starting off just winging it. Um, what was I going to say? See, that's what happens. I start to say something, then I forget. Um, yeah, so they're both, oh yeah, the immune system. Um, I during my research the last few days, I found out that one of the possible reasons of the immune system being faulty could be have to do with your gut health. There was also something mentioned about lymphoma, or I think that's one of the byproducts of having a faulty immune system. that's linked to psoriasis, your lymphatic system. Okay, so let me just quickly go through this. When I was younger, like I've had psoriasis since I was 10 years old, 10, 11. And back then, the only thing they could do is to put you for light treatment, which meant you could not go in the sun. You have to cover your skin because there's a pill they give you beforehand that makes you photosensitive, which means if you're in the sun or in a sunny room with white walls, that kind of thing, you will absorb that light from the sun, the rays. And taking this pill, making you more photosensitive, you could easily get burned, hence skin cancer. So you're under doctor supervision for that. It's not the same like if you go into, I'll say Fabutan. That's a brand name. There's many different tanning salons. There you go. So when you go in a tanning salon, you're not taking that pill, so you're not photosensitive. It's just when you live somewhere that doesn't have a lot of sun and you don't get a lot of sun, maybe you're more working indoors in an office, then you could go tanning, and then from the tanning booths, your body then, if I'm not mistaken, your body makes vitamin D, but it needs to have the rays of the sun, and I think it's vitamin D. Anyways, so apart from that pill that makes you photosensitive, then you go to the doctor's office and you go in the light for 2 minutes, and you need to be all covered up, sun hat, sunglasses, long sleeve clothing, your legs all covered, like, all that stuff. There is one other thing, and that is a corticosteroid cream. But that cream, yes, it works, but because it's a steroid cream, it thins your skin. So you can only use it for a certain period of time, then you have to stop, because otherwise, if you just bang your hand, you could end up breaking your skin, because it makes your skin thin. And yeah, so my idea, why am I going to take it then? I chose not to. And that is because what's the point of having a cream that's going to help your skin, but then you have to go without for a period of time, which then your skin gets bad again? At least that was my situation. If I didn't use the cream, my skin would be a certain way. If I did use the cream, it would start going away, but then as soon as I stopped, it went back to the way it was. So from the way my skin reacted, there was no point in having the cream. And for the sun tanning and the taking that pill to make you photosensitive, I could not take the heat. I felt like throwing up when I would get hot. So in the middle of summer, for me to wear long sleeve, a sun hat, sunglasses, long pants, like, there was no way. So I just chose to live with it, accept it, and move on. Research on, oh yeah, okay. Yeah, so I mentioned this, the psoriatic arthritis is in the morning, and then the doctor said that if I have any pain, back pain, like any pain from my joints during the day, that would be the rheumatoid arthritis. So that's why I suspect that I have both. Now, to take painkillers, that's another option when you have arthritis, is to take painkillers. Well, I choose not to take any pills. And the reason why is, number one, I used to be on a blood pressure pill called Diavan. Well, I was on that for years, like, I don't know, maybe 10 years, long time. And then Health Canada recalled it and banned it from Canada because it was made elsewhere, and they discovered that it can be cancer causing. You're like, okay, you've been letting me take this pill for years and years, and it could be causing me cancer. I was diagnosed with cancer from another ailment, which we'll talk about another time, in 2019. Like, how do I know whether it was from this other thing or whether it was from a pill I took for years, or maybe it's a side effect from my psoriasis, like from the psoriatic arthritis. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And then I was taking Tylenol, which is another pill. Um, Let me just see if I missed anything. They did a recall. Yeah, and who's to know what's safe and what's not? What they think is safe today, in a few years or in a decade, they could say, oh no, it can be cancer causing. You know what I mean? Like, how do you know what is safe and what is not? Another thing that's supposed to be really safe is Tylenol. And so far, there's been no, banning of Tylenol. But did you know that your body has pain memory? So if you take Tylenol all the time, you could be still getting pain. Like, your pain could come back. And then you think, oh, I need more Tylenol because my body has gotten sensitive to it, so it's not working as well. I need to take double the dose. Well, guess what? It might not be that at all. Your body has pain memory. So when you take, let's say, the Tylenol to get, and I'm just using Tylenol as an example. There are other painkillers out there. And I'm just saying, like, it could be recalled in the future. It could be a pain memory. So you think you need something stronger and really you don't. My doctor had told me, because I take Tylenol often in the winter. Now, I'm not saying every day, but often. She said that I should go without Tylenol for a while. I don't remember if she said a month or whatever, but go without it for a while, and then you're rebooting your system. And then when you get pain, start taking it again. After a certain period of time, you go without. So if I have pain memory, why am I taking a Tylenol in the first place? Because it is a chemical, right? So shouldn't we be learning how to deal with the pain? Maybe do things that's going to help alleviate the pain. And then we don't need to take painkillers. Like, some of those painkillers out there are really, really strong. You know what I mean? So, oh, and I just heard, like, I was watching some videos this morning, and I found out that the original formulation of baby powder was found that it could cause cancer. And that's why they changed the formulation of the baby powder. Like, how do we really know what's safe and what's not? You know what I mean? So, I don't know. When I was I don't know, maybe a teenager, with the steroid cream, and then my blood pressure pills, which just happened a few years ago. And now I find out about the baby powder. Just, I think a year ago, I found out about Tylenol, and your body has pain memory. Like, why would I want to take any pills? Why wouldn't I go the healthier route and just do things to manage the pain? Like, I'm not in excruciating pain, then like, it's just horrible. No, if I have intense pain, I will sit in my recliner and then I'll get up and I'll move around. Even if I'm in pain, I'll get up and move around. Then when I'm like, no, I need a break, I'll go and sit down again. And then maybe 10, 15 minutes later, I'll get up again. Like, and then slowly by doing that movement, it gets easier and easier. And then you can do more and more. And this is what I mean about during the winter, I do my exercises because that movement helps. But in my, um, yeah, so I want to specify, listen to your doctor. If you are taking medication that could be life threatening and you absolutely need to take it, take it. It's, could save your life. So things like that you don't play around with. But a cortisone cream, Tylenol, I can't take Advil. Use on my video on psoriasis, I have one video of the psoriasis breakout with Advil. So, things like that. Okay, don't take them, but I will still take Tylenol, but more sparingly, right? Because I don't want that pain memory. You get so used to it, then they have to give you something stronger and then something stronger. You know what I mean? So, this is why I choose not to take pills that is not explained to me to be life threatening. If it is something I can do without, I will, right? So, another thing, psoriasis, they say there's a strong link between my psoriasis and inflammatory bowel disease, IBD. Other forms of IBD is Crohn's and colitis. So, this is what I mean. Find out more details and see if there is something else you can do. So by finding this out, Crohn's and colitis, there are foods that have to be removed that they can't eat because it will provoke it. Well, if they're linked to IBD, the inflammatory bowel disease, and so is psoriasis, then I should be eating the same as them. And I know one of the things is to eliminate wheat. It's extremely difficult. I've been struggling with that for probably 6 years now. I've been wanting to get off wheat completely. Do you know that pumpkin seeds have wheat? If they are flavored, they use wheat as a base for the seasoning so it'll stick to the pumpkin seed. There are wheat in all kinds of things. Some of your condiments have wheat in it when, I don't remember which ones, but it could be like it's ketchup or it's mustard and there's wheat in it. I'm not saying they do, but I'm just saying something simple that you don't think would ever have wheat in it has wheat in it. You really got to read your labels. There's a lot of other diseases and ailments, I should say ailments, that are linked to psoriasis. One is depression. I did go through depression for a year and then I snapped out of it. I was able to get myself back on track. But I went into a deep depression when I got divorced and I was on antidepressants for a year. Um, I haven't since. I'm fine now, and I've been fine for, what is it, 17 years, you know. But there's also other things like diabetes. I'm not diabetic, knock on wood. Don't want to become diabetic. Um, it can cause joint damage, which causes a disability. Well, I don't want my joints to get damaged and have a disability. Heart disease, lung disease, cancer, digestive disorders, obesity. Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm trying to fix that one. So bottom line, everything is interconnected. My psoriasis, the arthritis is linked to your immune system. Your immune system being faulty could be from your gut health, lymphatic system, like your whole body. There's also a connection. What was it? Something in your brain. Your skin in your brain? What was it? I can't, I don't see the word brain here anywhere. Um, so it says 70 to 80% of your immune cells are in your gut. Interesting. Dairy has been shown to flare up psoriasis. So they say try and switch to goat's milk. Also, cinnamon, vinegar, spicy foods, refined sugars, alcohol, and gluten, which is wheat and barley. They're the only two I can think of on the top of my head. So now all this research is to say, how should I put it? The foods you eat explain how your body runs. So eat healthy, and your body functions will all work properly. Yes, which is why, and I did bring out these books again. The blood type diet really stands out with me because they have foods in 3 levels. So there's the beneficial, which act as medicine. You've got the neutral that acts as food, and then you've got the avoid, which will cause stress. I'll word it as it'll cause stress on your whole system, how everything works. So the avoid foods you don't eat. And the beneficial foods, like in my case, I would want to lean more towards my beneficial with also the neutral, because the beneficial will help my body heal. I'm hoping it's true. I don't know that it is. He is a homeopathic doctor, so he does work with a lot of people, and about the diets. But anyways, back to the gut health. So probiotics improve the good bacteria, and then the prebiotics feeds it. So probiotics, it's like fermented food, yogurt, sauerkraut, and the prebiotic are fiber-rich foods, which also help you to lose weight. So I'm thinking maybe somewhere that if I work on that, maybe it'll help my immune system, which then will help with my psoriasis and my arthritis. Did you know that exercising actually help with your gut health? I did not know that they were connected. If you exercise regularly, it helps to keep your gut healthy. I didn't know that. Processed foods alters the gut microbiome and increase your risk of IBD, which is the inflammatory bowel disease. It also, oh, here it is. It also affects the gut-brain axis. So I guess your gut works with your brain, and that connection gets affected when you eat too many processed foods. Interesting. All right, so number one, improve your your probiotics. Eat your probiotics to improve your good bacteria, and prebiotics to feed that bacteria. That's number one. So I got to do that. Number two is to reduce the inflammation, because inflammation, your body's causing this, creating it, and it's because it's under stress. So another thing that can help to reduce the inflammation, which is causing the pain, is reducing the inflammation with salmon, mackerel, tuna, which are high levels of omega-3 and vitamin D. And both omega-3 and vitamin D help to reduce the inflammation. Dark leafy greens, nuts, berries, garlic, and olive oil. Now, one of the things that make it worse, there is a generalization of nightshades, but the medical website I went on, it says it hasn't been proven. The only one of the nightshades that has been proven is tomatoes, because tomatoes increase the uric acid, and I guess that's a bad thing. Another thing I thought of was skin health. If I have things that help my skin, then that'll help with reducing the inflammation, helping arthritis and psoriasis to get better, to go away, that kind of thing. So another one was skin health. Now, I thought, and I am going to read this anyways, marine collagen is good for your skin. So because it's good for your skin, it will help with psoriasis, which then could reduce the inflammation, right? Working backwards. It says it improves your skin, helps reduce the arthritic pain, improves your gut health. But if you're allergic to fish, take bovine collagen. All right, so after I wrote this whole thing, I go back to the beginning, and then each little thing I will Google, and I make sure the websites I'm reading are reliable, like that they are official doctors and stuff, scientists. Well, what I found out is there's two types of collagen. There's type 1 and there's type 2. Type 1 collagen is your marine collagen, the one that I was finding out about first. Now, that one is more designed for healthy skin and bones, and it's anti-aging. That's good. Skin, bones, that's good. The bovine collagen is a type 2 collagen, which is from cartilage. It helps to restore and repair the connective tissues around your joints, tendons, and ligaments. It helps you to move with less pain and get the flexibility back. So I bought the marine one. I guess I should be buying the bovine one. And you can buy it organic, so bonus. But yeah, for arthritis, I wonder if there is one that has both the type 1 and the type 2, because skin and bones are good, but the moving with less pain and getting your flexibility back, repairs the connective tissues around your joints. Like all of that, it would be good, right? So I wonder if there's like a full spectrum kind of collagen. I'll have to look into that. I'm not sure. And then, of course, we spoke about wheat. Eliminate wheat. Gluten in wheat, barley, and rye will irritate inflammatory arthritis, such as the rheumatoid arthritis and the psoriatic arthritis. So, but it also says that wheat will help balance your microbiome in the gut. So, it's the gluten in the wheat that is the issue. So there you have it. So I did a wrap up. Are pills safe? Are they worth taking? We mentioned memory pain, links between the psoriasis and the inflammatory bowel disease, so that it's all interconnected with your gut. Got to eliminate certain foods for your gut health, probiotics and prebiotics. Eat foods that help reduce inflammation. Skin health with collagen. Eliminate gluten. Chronic pain is like, if you need pills, take them. But if it's not life-threatening, like Tylenol, also don't forget that too much pain can cause issues. Like chronic pain can cause other issues in your body. So you don't want to endure chronic pain for too long of a period of time, because that can be detrimental to your body, to your whole system. I am thankful that I only get this massive back pain during the winter. Come spring, it's almost like a relief coming over me that the pain is subsiding. It doesn't go away completely, but it subsides. And summers, I feel so good. I feel energized because that pain is then not as severe. And if I do get it, let's say every day for a week, it will be very minimal. Once I start moving around, it's gone. But in the winter, it gets pretty bad, and I do have to take Tylenols. But I am going to try this prebiotic, probiotic, eliminate gluten, all that fun stuff we spoke about. I have a list here of foods that will help, foods to eliminate. I made myself a list. I'm not going to go through it. You can always, if you have these issues, you can always Google it. Just make sure that the website you go on is reliable. And yeah, just and this is my situation. Whatever situation you're in, if you have medical issues, go on the internet, search it out, ask questions to your doctor. You know, you might be able to do things at home, eating, exercising, and all that, and eliminate that issue. Some issues will not be eliminated that way. But this is just to, an eye opener that some issues can be. Some things are your own doing. Like I have in the past eaten very unhealthy, and yeah. So another thing to watch out for is additives in the food: sulfites, nitrates, nitrites, MSG, preservatives and thickeners, artificial sweeteners, food coloring. This, oh yeah, I had written a paragraph here about finding out what foods irritate your body. So there is something called the elimination diet. Now you can Google it. It's called elimination diet. And that is where you eliminate, like I did with the pasta years ago. You eliminate a food for 3 to 5 days, and I do believe it is 3 to 5, not a week like I've said in the past. You eliminate it for 3 to 5 days, and then you reintroduce it, and you check how your body's reacting to it. If your body has a negative reaction to it, put it on a list. Don't touch it again. Wheat is one of the ones with me. I mentioned with pasta. I had gone a whole week with no pasta. Um, I still ate bread and stuff. Um, I believe I did. Or did I eliminate wheat completely? I may have eliminated it completely and just not had any sandwiches, don't have any pasta. But I'm sure in my condiments, I did not know about it back then. But anyways, my point being, go a whole week without. I did the wheat, the pasta. Then I made myself my favorite meal on the 8th day. I made spaghetti and meat sauce, a bunch of veggies in my meat sauce. Oh, yay, I get to have it. Parmesan cheese on top. I might have even put mozzarella at that point. Grated mozzarella on top. And I ate it. Well, as soon as I finished my dinner, I fell asleep. The wheat and the pasta just put me out. So I know, doesn't work for me. And that's what I mean. Some of the common ones are wheat, nightshade, which includes tomatoes, dairy, red meat, eggs, nuts. Like there's just a bunch of things, and you can Google it again. Don't we just love Google? I do. And they have a whole list, many different websites name different things, and these are the more common things that people are allergic to. And so you start with that, and then see where it takes you, and then maybe add some more to it. And you may find out certain foods, when you eliminate it, your ailments, the effects it has starts going away. And then when you have it again, all of a sudden you have an outbreak. Well, that's because your body does not want that food, right? And yeah, so the elimination diet is something I'm going to be doing. Yeah, so goat's milk, I found out, is easier to digest. It has antioxidant properties. It is anti-inflammatory, which that's what I need, and can improve some digestive problems. And then I have other things on this list. Yeah, so basically what I'm saying is eat healthy, eliminate processed foods, and exercise regularly. And so that's what I'm going to try. And hopefully this year my joint pain will not be as severe, maybe even go away completely. That would be amazing. And I will have a video on exercise coming up. Like I said, I don't know when. It's on a list. I have a list of all the videos I want to make. Lots of videos. So now I can cross off the arthritis one. Yeah, and then the exercise one, there's 4 videos. And then of course the house plants and the macrame. On that one I forgot to mention I have 2 plants sitting in water that have rooted. They need to be planted too. So that's what I have so far. My craft room I need to update, but I want to redo this sewing shelf first because I want this table. I don't know if you can see right there, the door doesn't open all the way, and that's because the table's sticking out too much. But part of the table is under here. So what I want to do is empty out this shelf, alter the bottom so that this table can go under, maybe up to here, another inch to 2 inch underneath, so I can open my door proper. But that means I have to reorganize all this sewing stuff. I have eliminated some, so that's another video I want to do with you guys. So there are videos planned. I have an ongoing list. So I hope this helped for you guys. Anybody with inflammation, whether it's just arthritis, whether it's from another source, and even just everyday general health. Eat healthy, eliminate processed foods, and exercise regularly. All right, I will leave you on that note. Remember, do what makes you happy and everything else will fall into place. If you're happy, you're true to yourself, you can be true to others. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below. All right, everybody, take care.